We are starting off in a seated butterfly pose today. So come to a seat. Bring the soles of your feet to touch. Knees are bent. And your heels can be as close to your body as you would like. The closer you bring those heels, the deeper of a hip stretch. Now take a hold of your ankles or your big toes. Elongate through your spine. And just begin to flutter through your legs a little bit, like so. This will be a 20-minute lower body focused flow. We've got some hip and hamstring openers, testing out our balance a little bit, and really getting some movement into those legs. Focus on grounding down through your tailbone as you lift through your chest. Now come to stillness within your butterfly pose. As you take a deep inhale, gently pull on your toes or ankles as you lift and bring your chest forward. Exhale, fold forward. Let your torso fall over your legs. As you inhale, lift yourself back up. And exhale, bring your knees closer together. Plant your feet. And then take this windshield wiper motion with both of your legs, just letting those legs fall side to side. And take your time here with your movements. So maybe you hold your legs falling to one side for a few seconds, rather than just moving through these super quickly. All right, now begin to come back into your butterfly pose. So bring the feet together. And again, really focusing on having a nice long spine. So you want to avoid rounding through your back. Here for one more deep breath. Inhale, lift through your chest. Maybe let your head even fall back for just a moment. Exhale, release. Come into a tabletop position and go right into your cow and cat movements. So as you inhale, you'll drop your belly towards the mat as you lift through your chest, cow pose. Exhale, cat, round through your upper back, press the ground away from you. Inhale, cow, create that nice deep curve in your low back. Exhale, cat, round through your spine, take a look at your thighs. Take a couple more rounds of your cow and cat movements, or you have the option to take any organic movements that would feel really good within your spine. I'm taking a couple rounds of spinal rolls. These are my absolute favorites, and I do these pretty much every single time I get on my mat. All right, come back into your tabletop position. Begin to step your right foot out to the right side, straighten out that right leg, and begin to just shift yourself forward and back, getting into your wrists and your right hip and groin a little bit. Bring those shoulders back over your wrists. Take a deep inhale, and as you exhale, lift the right foot off the mat in line with your right hip. Hold for 3, for 2, for 1, and release the right leg back down to the mat. Come to your tabletop position. Switch it to the left. Step the left foot out to the left side. Again, shift yourself forward and back a few times. Bring those shoulders back over your wrists. Deep inhale. exhale, left foot comes off the mat and in line with your hip, hold for 3, for 2, and 1. Release, come into a downward dog position. Lift your hips towards the sky. Press into your palms and into your feet. As you inhale, right leg lifts up. Exhale, step your right foot between your palms, low lunge. Now plant your right palm on the inside of your right foot. Move your right foot over just a couple of inches. We are in this nice deep lizard lunge. You can stay still here or bring a little movement within your pose, just shifting forward and back a little bit. Now drop your left knee down to the mat. Feel that deep stretch within your left hip flexor. Palms are planted, lifting through your chest. You've got the option to stay here, or if you want to play around within this pose, you could gently press your right knee out to the right side. Or you could also take a quad stretch by bending through your left knee, reaching back with your right arm and taking a hold of that left foot. Whatever option you have chose, take one deep breath. Releasing out at the end of your exhale. Left knee comes off the mat. Move that right foot back to center. Deep inhale, ground down through both of your feet. Make sure that right knee is stacked over your right ankle. And come into a crescent pose. Reach those arms high above your head. Exhale. Now bring your arms into an airplane position. Bring your arms down and slightly back, palms facing towards the ground. As you exhale, lift off into a warrior 3, balancing on that right foot. Bring your palms to your heart center. The left leg is reaching back. Engage your core. Going right into another balancing pose on that right foot. Slowly bring the left leg down. Don't let that left foot touch the mat. Bend through your left knee. Bring it in line with your left hip. Stay here and test your balance, or take it further and take a hold of your left foot and slowly straighten out that left leg. Deep inhale, ground onto your right foot. As you exhale, slowly release. Come back into your crescent lunge. Step the left foot back. Arms are high above your head. Inhale. As you exhale, shift into your warrior 2. Left foot spins down. Arms are at a T. Ground down through your feet. Inhale, straighten your right leg. Exhale, triangle pose. Bring your right palm down to your right shin. Left arm reaches high towards the sky. From here, we're coming to a Skandasana pose. So as you inhale, lift your torso up. Bring both your feet at a 45-degree angle. And exhale, bend through your right knee, sink your right hip towards your right ankle. Palms together at your heart center. That left leg is straight and extended long. Your feet can be pointed or flexed. And on your next inhale, lift yourself up and out of this pose. Shift towards the back of the mat. As you exhale, come into your lizard lunge with the left leg. And remember, this is a wider lunge, so make sure you inch that left foot over a little bit and bring that left palm towards the inside of your left foot. Have both your palms planted. Option to shift forward and back a few times. All right, now drop your right knee down to the mat. Same options on this side that you had on the other. So whether you want to take that additional quad stretch or gently pushing your left knee out to the left side, you've got the option to even take both. Just being mindful here. Breathe through the stretch and through the discomfort. At the end of your next exhale, begin to release. Bring that right knee off the mat. Scooch the left foot towards the center. We're in a low lunge. Inhale, crescent. Arms reach high to the sky. And exhale. Inhale, reach through your fingertips. And exhale, airplane your arms, palms towards the ground. Lift off into your warrior 3. Round down through your left foot. Let that torso fall forward as the right leg lifts up and back. Inhale. And exhale. Begin to slowly release. Come into the next balancing pose. Bring that right leg forward. Try not to let the right foot touch the mat. Right knee is bent and lifting up in line with your right hip. Option to stay here or begin to wrap your hands around your right foot and then straighten out your right leg. Extend it out long in front of you. Inhale. And exhale, slowly release. Step the right foot back, drop it down. Come into your crescent lunge. Arms reach high above your head. Deep inhale. Exhale, shift into your warrior 2. Right foot spins down. Arms are at a T, gazes forward looking past your left palm. Inhale, straighten your left leg. Exhale, left palm comes down to left shin. Right arm reaches up, triangle pose. Really feel that stretch throughout your entire right side body and your left hamstring. As you inhale, lift your torso up, bring those toes to a 45-degree angle, and exhale, Skandasana on the left side. Bend your left knee, sink your left hip towards the left ankle. Right leg is straight and extended long. Option for the additional arm stretch. You can take it or leave it. And when you're ready, you lift yourself up and out of your Skandasana. Shift towards the front of your space. And step back into your downward dog. Walk your feet towards your palms to shorten your stance. And then drop down into a Malasana or yogi squat. So your feet will be pointed at a 45-degree angle. Have them wider than your hips. Bend through your knees. Sink those hips down as far as you can into your Malasana. I recommend having your palms at your heart center and pressing those elbows on the inside of your knees. You can test out your balance a little bit more here and get a nice toe stretch if you want by coming onto the tippy toes of each of your feet. As always, listen to your body. Listen to what feels good for you in this moment. What may have felt good for you yesterday or a week ago may not be what you need exactly right now. You know, it's natural for your practice to go through changes and to not always look the same. All right, release out of your malasana. Come to a seated position on your mat. And once you're there, now lean back onto your forearms. Have both your legs straight out in front of you. Pressing into your palms and into your forearms, lifting through your chest, engage your core. Lift your right leg straight up towards the sky, and as you exhale, slowly lower it down to a hover. Inhale, lift back up, bring it close to your chest and body. Exhale, release to a hover. Take 10 of these on your right leg, pointing through your right toes, and try not to sink into your shoulders, so make sure you're pressing those forearms into the ground. Every single time you lift that leg, bring it as close to your chest as you can. Really feel that nice hamstring stretch. Once you're done taking 10 on the right side, go right into 10 reps on the left side. Right leg plants down, left leg lifts up. Remember, as the left leg lowers, it comes down to a hover. So try not to let that left foot touch down on the mat. Same thing as the right. Bring that leg as close to your chest and body as you can. Make sure you're not holding your breath. Engage your low core. Slight lift through the chest. Once you are finished, release onto your back. Legs are extended long. Inhale, bend through your right knee. Bring it close to your chest and body. Hands wrapped around your shins. Exhale, squeeze that leg a little bit closer. Straighten out your right leg. Interlace your hands behind your right thigh. And begin to just pulse that right leg, gently pulling it closer to you 10 times. Ground down through your low back. Then bend through your right knee and let that right leg open and fall towards the right side. So this is like a half frog position while we are on our backs. Bring your right leg back to center and release the right leg down long. Switching to the left side. As you inhale, bend through your left knee, bring it close to your chest. Exhale, squeeze that leg a little bit closer. Now straighten your leg. Interlace your hands behind your thigh. Take 10 pulses. Pull that leg gently closer to you. At the end of your 10th pulse, bend through your left knee. Let the leg fall open and over to the left side. Great job. Hold here for 2 deep breaths. This is a great gentle stretch for the groin and hip area. On your inhale, bring the left leg back to center. And exhale. Right knee comes to meet the left. Come into a tiny ball. And just rock side to side. Give your low back some love. And when you're ready, open your legs up wide. Come into a happy baby pose. So your thighs should be about the width of your torso. Knees coming towards the armpits. And you're taking a hold of your feet, maybe your ankles. And again, you can rock side to side here in your happy baby. Make this feel really good. All right, come out of your happy baby, back into your tiny ball. Rock yourself forward. Let's meet in a downward dog. And just taking one last hip stretch on both sides. So as you inhale, you'll lift your right leg all the way up. As you exhale, bend through your right knee. Open up that hip and take some hip circles here. Taking your time with it. Take a few rounds. Before switching to the left side, inhale, left leg lifts up. Exhale, bend the knee and take some circles. Drop down to your knees. Come into a seated position. Palms together at your heart center. Notice your breath. And notice how you feel after 20 minutes of movement. Ending class by taking one deep breath together. As you inhale, ground down through your tailbone. Reach the arms out to the side and high above your head. Exhale, palms release down to your heart center.